So I woke up on July 6th feeling like I was in existential quandary. I really didn't understand what I wanted to do with my life, or what was going on, or why I was doing anything that I did. I was sleeping horribly, and I haven't felt like creating anything in a while, and I just felt so incredibly listless that I was the embodiment of an existential quandary. I questioned what my purpose was, what my point in doing anything was. I mean, I question this often. That doesn't make anything better, but I woke up and I questioned that. So I decided I would go to the museum. Before I went into the museum, I saw these birds outside, and I was like, these birds are living a much better life than I am because they know what they're here for. They're here to eat and exist, and I didn't understand what I was here for. I was hoping that by going to the museum I might gain inspiration to draw something. I haven't been doing much drawing for myself recently. That didn't quite happen, but the museum is always nice to visit. I was at the Chrysler Museum of Art in Norfolk, Virginia. It's a nice place. I've been around there before. This is a nice sculpture on the outside of naked things, a naked horse, and two naked people. I was kind of just contemplating the piece and what was going on. I actually don't know if there's a placard for it nearby. I kind of hope there is. I was still feeling very quiet and introspective. I really wasn't thinking about much as I went into the museum and looked around. I just took photos of pieces, and I thought. I thought about creating. I thought about the pieces I was looking at, and I thought about the pieces I've been videotaping, photographing, and then videotaping. I'll link to those in the describing. By the time I got around to these video pieces, I was feeling a lot better. I think I realized in the long run I needed to get out of the apartment, even if I wasn't really interacting with people too much. Just not staying in the apartment was good for me. I've seen these pieces here before, and I still think they're really awesome. They're little cameras that recreate what they see in different ways. If you're in the Norfolk area, go to the Chrysler and check out these pieces. They're incredible. I spent like 20 minutes just looking at these pieces, interacting with them. Going to the museum was a good idea and a nice way to get out of the house, the apartment. I don't entirely know if I feel much better now than I did then, but for that day, walking around the museum and taking photos of different pieces and the details in pieces made me feel better. And this piece is a fun one to play with. Each of those discs rotate to reflect light, so it's like looking at a pixelized version of yourself. I was hypnotized by these. I just sat and watched this piece for 20 minutes, contemplating it. The idea, the mechanics, the colors. It was very serene just sitting there, watching these slats rotate through their watching these slats rotate through their predisposed patterns. Even now, while narrating this, I'm just hypnotized and watching the reflections, little bits of incidental light. I don't know if they wanted for the edges of the white side to reflect in color, in different colors, but I think that's a really cool effect that this piece has. I'll possibly upload all my entirety of this footage, just the longer runs of it, just because this was such a cool piece. Apparently it reacts to people in the space. I don't know about that because I wasn't moving, but it's going wild, but yeah. I really like this piece. And this is the reverse. I didn't spend as much time watching the reverse as I did the front. Well, the white side, I guess, not the front, because both can be the front, both can be the back. But by the time I was here, I really did feel better. I still don't know what I want to do with my life, where things are going, and that's okay. Just continue on.